Hi everyone, it's January 21st, 2010, 1212010. I'm Dwight Schmuck, and this is the Schmuck Look. And what I want to talk about first today is I've spent the last few days reading the Department of Defense report on the Fort Hood shootings, protecting the force. And it took that long to read 80-some pages to try to make some sense of it. You know, our government, which is famous for doing this, spent a whole lot of money and reported, I'm still not sure exactly what. I've read through this thing at least 4 times. And believe me, not all the way straight through at any one sitting, because that would be virtually impossible. You have so many acronyms, and this guy didn't do this, and we're not set up to do that, and oh my, why couldn't we do this? And well, let's spend 20 pages or so complimenting the first responders who did a tremendous job, folks. The medical personnel, the law enforcement personnel, all did terrific jobs. The shooter was neutralized within, 12 minutes, I think it was, or 15. Fantastic job. But let's spend 5 or 6 or 7 pages about the possibility of these people being traumatized. Well, yeah, do you think? You know, this here is the entire crux of the matter. You have a lot of people who have their neckties on too damned tight. They're choking off the blood supply to what should be a normally functioning human brain. But these guys are executives. They know things except how to get the damn job done. Because, oh my, there's nobody in charge of this. Why, we've never foreseen this. Well, that's what you're paid to do. Foresee this, you damn fools. Which obviously, to my mind, means there's a few of you out there who need to be in other occupations, other careers. And nowhere did I find in that 80-some page report who actually... There were a lot of blank pages. The pages were left blank intentionally, so you didn't get the full information because, oh, it's classified, and, well, somebody could get fired, obviously, and we can't have that because we spent half our career covering this guy's butt. And there's where the whole thing melts down, people. These people... These executives, these people in charge, are so busy covering each other's butts because they make mistakes, and this guy covered me now, so I'll cover him later. And you wind up with situations like this, where an obvious, and to anybody with half a working brain, it was obvious this guy had a few screws loose. He was getting more militant, more fervored in his religious beliefs, and they knew it, but there wasn't a watchdog on it because, well, we don't have that, and, you know, we don't have a thing set up for possible radicalizations, and we don't have that. Well, you should. That's what you are there for. And who to call who, because none of the other military bases in the U.S., or that the U.S. has, were notified. A lot of them received word about this thing happening via the news media. There's nobody who's in charge of calling everybody and saying, hey, we've got a shooter here. You might want to look out on your base because, you know, this could be an internal attack that's, you know, scheduled and planned and choreographed, but nobody picked up a phone. Nobody did the emails. Nobody hit the red button because, well, it's not my job. I wasn't told I was supposed to do that, which is basically what the report says. A whole lot of people who should have been doing things didn't because it wasn't outlined for me. I didn't know. You know, if us worker bees out here, those first responders that you praised so mightily in that report, if any of us ever said, I wasn't told to do that, we'd have gotten fired. And I'm pretty damn sure there's a few colonels and majors and maybe even a general or two here who need to be unceremoniously not asked for resignation, but friggin' fired. You set this up. You knew something like this would have happened eventually, and you did absolutely nothing to contain or to curtail it. Oh my word. And you guys are making how much? And you're getting what perks? And what bennies? And what goodies? And oh yeah, you don't want to ruin a guy's career, because I've read this too in other places. There was a general lack of officership, which is a cute word, officership. They weren't taking care of the military as much as they were taking care of themselves. And fellas, you know, most of the military, the worker bees, do a hell of a good job. And they really do, folks. They deserve our support. It's the leaders who fall down because they're busy protecting their own butts and all their brother and sister officers' butts. And that's what it's about. It's a them versus us. And they win because they protect each other when they're there to protect us. That's the worst part of it all. The military is set up to protect us, not each other. That's the real lesson of Fort Hood. That's what it should be all about. And for you career-minded people, well, you know, a lot of folks go through their lives without careers, without being the important maha. Maybe you got promoted too fast, too soon. And maybe you're not up to the job. Maybe it's time somebody said so. So I am. But I'm a schmuck. I'm allowed. But it's the truth, and you damned well know it. President Obama, it's time for you as Commander-in-Chief to step up to the plate. I know you can't arbitrarily fire these people. They need to be court-martialed. But you can, as Commander-in-Chief, transfer them to Alaska, Greenland, some little dot in the South Pacific with a radar base, and preferably no radio. It's time to get these people who did nothing out of the system. It really is. You know it. I know it. You know, all us worker bees out here know it. And that's been the entire problem lately. Worker bees trying like hell to do a job under conflicting rules, under conflicting management styles, under conflict. And you know, amazingly enough, the work still gets done. You executives didn't plan on that either, did you? I'm Dwight Schmuck. That's today's Schmuck Look. Peace, everyone.